So this Euro Yen analysis for Monday, the 12th of March. Now, let's have a look what happened to prices and where prices may likely go. So, previously we had the Euro Yen head up towards this major level here of the 31.70. Previously identified, had the prices trade slide through to all the way up to the 32.02. Had a brief sell-off back down towards this 30.94, from which we had another test of the 31.70. Had a brief pullback, from which we did see a test of 32.02, and again we saw further sell side momentum bring us back down towards 30.94. But on this occasion, we did break through and head down towards the very next major level here of 30.60, from which we did see bullish buy side momentum coming towards the 400 period moving average. Brief consolidation before we had a move upwards towards the 31.70 for another test, a pullback. Tested the 31.70 again. We're unable to break out to test the 32.02. Again, we've had a pullback. Now we still appear to be posting a lower high at present. So if this continues, if we do continue to trade beneath our most recent high here, or 31.70, we do look poised for further downside momentum, heading down towards the 30.94. If, however, we're not able to hold support at 30.94 with the added confluence of the 200 period moving average, we are looking for prices to break down towards that 30.60. Successful break from which we're looking for price head all the way down towards that 130 level, essentially 129.95. If, however, we do see the bullish buy side momentum come back into the market and this low is held, we are looking for a test of 31.70. If we are able to successfully break from there, we're looking at these old highs here, or this weekly pivot of 32.02. Successful break from which we're looking at 32.83, and what would possibly be the far end of the range, the 33.45, if we are to head up there, and we do have sufficient market volatility. Now, those are pretty much levels that we are looking at. Overall, we are in this consolidation beneath this 31.70. We've tested it on quite a few occasions now. Overall, we could potentially say we've got a low here, and this is just a greater consolidation. So if we're not able to break to the upside, which we do appear to have quite a bit of resistance, we are looking for further breakdown if we somewhat invalidate this minor support that's developing here. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the Euro Yen analysis here on the hourly time frame. So we'll head over to the higher time frames. So we head over to the monthly. We get scaling correct. And if we remove our drawings, there we are. So we have our lows just here. The monthly chart, we've got to move upwards, pull back. We tested the 115 level, from which we did see a very strong run to the upside on the Euro Yen. We had increasingly smaller candles, the range narrowing somewhat, after which we did see this very strong bearish candle here in February. So far in March, we do seem to be finding a bit of a recovery. The bearish candle from February came all the way down towards the 200 period moving average here on the monthly time frame. So it could potentially act as support. We are seeing that bullish momentum come into the market so far. So we'll see whether we do just simply have retracement before putting in the next leg down, or whether we can just retrace this entire move and continue our upwards continuation here on the Euro Yen. So we head over to the weekly chart, and over on the weekly chart, it's going to be a similar scenario, I suppose. So we've got our lows here, brief move upwards towards the 400 period moving average, held as resistance, brief pull back down towards 116, then broke above, held the 400 period moving average, move up towards a 200 period moving average consolidation, break from which we did see a move down towards we had a brief pullback down towards the 20 period moving average, from which we've had this move upwards. And then we've had a pretty strong sell-off over the past couple of weeks or so. Last week, we did post a bullish week off the 200 period moving average here on a weekly time frame. So we do seem poised for further. If we do continue to hold this 200 period moving average as a dynamic level of support, we could potentially see further upside continuation in light of the most recent trend. Now, if we head over to the old daily chart on the Euro Yen. On the Euro Yen, we can see here we were in a consolidative range, 31 lower end of the trade range. That was a 31.70. Upper end, we're looking at 134. Here on the Euro Yen, We did break to the upside, broke back into the range, and then we did see it. We have seen a breakdown beneath this 200 period average. We are coming to 200 period average now. So as we are approaching from underneath, we'll see whether we act as resistance. We've also got this 20 period moving average here on the daily chart. So we do appear to be forming some resistance in around the confluence of the 200 period moving average marked out here in blue and the 20 period moving average. So if we do hold that as resistance, again, we could see further downside momentum. But if we can break and hold above the 200 period moving average and 20 period moving average, could potentially see us test the highs of the upper end of this trading range here in around the 134 before looking for prices to head further to the upside. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the Euro Yen analysis. Thanks for watching.